much I can find my way. We got everything here.
So this is the day after our little bath in the ice cold water and became members of the Naked Swimmers Club or Naked Bathing Society or whatever.
Of Björnöja. Can you believe we've actually been and seen this?
And we are still anchored outside. The sun just came out from the mist. It has been fog all night. So maybe hopefully this will push it away, and we will soon start our sail towards Spitsbergen or Svalbard. And I think I will fire up the engine now, and then we will be off in a few minutes. And that sail will be like 24 little. It's like if we stop in Hornsund, there is like 150 nauticals something there, and then we have to get into Hornsund as well, and then we had to add another 20, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I say we'll see a lot.
Yes, and I think I read somewhere that the big island that Longyearbyen is situated on, and Hornsund and Bellsund and everything, that's called Spitsbergen, but all of the islands, including Björnöja, all of that is called Svalbard.
Yeah.
We clarified that. Nu hörde jag att du sa att det är väldigt Svalbard.
We are already in Svalbard, as you say. So, and Svalbard are the name for all of the islands.
Yeah.
So even Björnöja is in Svalbard.
Yeah.
You are so correct, my dear.
Well,
you know everything. That's one of the reasons I love it so much.
Well, I'm not the only one knowing everything, am I?
I have to open the sail bag because we will sail. We like sailing. You're happy that you swam yesterday,
well,
not today.
Even though it was very cold, 3.5, the sun was up.
Yeah.
And the wind, it was like...
It was more tempting to do it yesterday than today in this grey, but it's time to take up the anchor.
Time to go.
Do you feel like we got something strong?
We are free. Let's take up the main. The sails are set and we are off. We are not doing super much speed, but we are doing at least 5 knots or something like that over ground, and leaving our wonderful experience Björnöja behind there. That was a really special thing for us. And there is the Russian guy. They have changed side today. They were on the starboard side yesterday. Maybe they have been out fishing during the night. I don't know. Are you preparing lunch?
Yeah.
What are we having
We're
today?
gonna have a vegetable soup
Vegetable soup.
with some chèvre.
Some chèvre cheese. That's good.
Some Norwegian goat cheese, actually.
Norwegian goat cheese. Yeah. We're having cockpit lunch.
Yeah.
The doghouse lunch.
Doghouse lunch, yes.
But it's a really smooth sailing now. Like 10 knots, 50 degrees of wind angle and 6.5 knots of speed. No, yeah, we have some swell, but no waves.
No, it's only swells.
You'll be the last one I think about.
We are getting closer to Spitsbergen, to Sörkap. I will try to show you here. There we are. So Bear Island was there, and then we're going up there, and probably we'll go in here, there, where that is the Polish station, research station, and we have another boat somewhere here that comes and goes on the AIS, and that is the boat Spitsbergen. It's a Norwegian boat. We just met briefly in Tromsø, but I think when we get closer we will try to call them, see how they are doing. Otherwise it's rain, but quite good conditions. 15 knots, 7 speed, wind angle, quite good conditions. This one we can't trust, it has to be cleaned. The wind has picked up a little bit, and we've been out taking one reef in the main and put up the staysail, and now it's a better movement in pretty good speed, so it's blowing, it's gusting up to 23 sometimes, and still doing like 8 knots, 80 degrees wind angle. But the sea is much choppier to going up and down a little bit with the bow all the time. And if you're wondering what time it is, it's like 3 o'clock in the night, and it's still light.
I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
We have a quite rough weather now.
Yes, we do.
It was gusting 30. We took in another reef in the main and took in some of the jib as well.
Yeah.
Because we were going too fast. We're still doing like 8 or 7.5. Yeah.
7.5 to 8.5, 9. Yeah.
Yeah. And the sea is quite rough, and it's raining, and it's time to go to bed for me.
The truth may come as a surprise that with you.
So this is my watch, and we have quite high wind. It's constantly on 29 to 31, and the waves are from the side, and they do sometime get quite high and over the boat, so I will try and film that as well. So when I film from the side, it doesn't look too bad, does it?
You will be the last one I think about. When it all breaks down, I'll wait for you.
So right now it's gusting a little bit over 30. Doing very good speed. Listening to the rain and the waves. Possibly would be better shots if one was outside, But I'll skip it just for now. It's 3:30 in the morning. Fredrik is asleep. Well, I guess he can't really because of all the wind and waves. But he's resting anyway.
You and I are finally here.
The wind just came down during my breakfast, and it went from, I don't know, like 30 knots to 4, and the sails are flogging, and I have to go out. So the wind just went from 35 knots to like 6 or 4.5, and we'll see if it comes back. But we're starting to see Spitsbergen in there. The weather will clear up, I hope, anyway. But otherwise it has been a fast and good sail. It was a little bit rough at the end here when we had 30-35 knots, but yeah, otherwise good. We learned later that the high mountains on Svalbard is blocking the easterly wind and leave a quite big wind shadow far out to the sea. But in the fjord openings the wind funnels out really strong. You're having the ice watch? Yes. This is motoring in Svalbard. I will show you. Decided to skip Bellsund. We were in there and looked, but the wind was coming through that fjord, and yeah, it didn't look comfortable. So we decided to go up to Bellsund, and as you see, there is no wind. I think the whole Spitsbergen island is blocking the wind, but we need to keep a watch out for. Some small ice could be floating around. It was some time since we saw it, so I think it will be okay. But we don't want to run into them. Where will tonight's anchoring be then?
Yeah, we will anchor. We've come to Spitsbergen now, so we will anchor in. Is that the name?
Fritjofshamn, yeah. Probably named after Fritjof Nansen.
One of the polar
explorers guys. Yeah.
There have been quite a few of them.
Yeah, and there is one of these glaciers coming down there as well.
Yeah.
So it is like anchoring in front of the glacier. And
it would be nice to read up on the different periods when they were here.
The different polar guys.
Yeah. We know Andre.
Yeah. And he wasn't so successful though. So in there and then to the left. In there is where we will anchor. There is already a boat in there, and behind you have the Fritjof Glacier, I would say it's called. Isn't that right? The Fritjof Glacier. Or what is it called in Norwegian? Fritjof
Breen.
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 B-R-E-E.
Is that Norwegian or is it
Breen.
English?
No, it's Norwegian. Is it Breen?
Breen. The Fritjof Breen. It's a big one, huh? Very cool to come in here to the glacier like this. Anchor is down. And we can put on a short snubber, yes? Quite a good backdrop there.